appreciate your call very much, and we're glad the clinic can help.
Everything's fine? Just
Okay,
fine?
the congestion's totally cleared up, right?
Totally clear.
Okay, so then all you have to do is watch your diet and keep up with the exercise, and you're home free.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Should remind you of somebody?
Laura, you mean?
Yes.
This is going to be such a marvelous experience for the nurses. I'm going to set up an added schedule because so many are going to want to volunteer.
Oh, Rick, we just got a call from a patient who came in last week. He feels terrific and wants to thank you.
Oh, great.
Claudia, you are just the one I want to see. I want you to help me with a list item I want to make.
You mentioned Laura, and I get it's making me crazy. Bert Ramsey is the head of the homicide department. Why would the commissioner of police tell him to stay away from the O'Reilly case? Somebody knows something.
Well, we seem to be getting nowhere, don't we?
But I had an idea. I thought that I would just call the commissioner of police myself and tell him that I have to talk to him and he has to see me, right?
Well, it's a good idea. It's worth a try. Let's do it.
I've got to explain.
Well, you know, these treatments are you're right, and the cost is very minimal.
I've always paid my way.
Well, and you will now, according to your means. But we just want to see you next week, all right?
He wouldn't talk to me. The commissioner of police refused to talk to me. How can a police commissioner refuse to talk to the mother of a missing person? I mean, we're taxpayers, if nothing else.
Well, maybe he feels he has something to say.
No.
Or his hands are tied and he can't say it.
No, they're just plain keeping something from us, and that's not fair.
All right, Leslie, let's think about it logically.
Okay, fine.
When was the last time Laura was seen with anyone?
Well, it might very well have been right here when they brought O'Reilly in.
She was with Luke then, and
Yeah.
she is with Luke now.
Right.
And I think we've got to find someone else that she spent some time with.
Well, I still think that Slick is going to be our best bet if we can...
Yes, and I was...
You were going to call him
Yeah,
this
he's probably
morning at
having
Rose's.
breakfast right there, right
Just
this
ask
second.
Rose
I
if
will.
he's there. Don't ask for him. Yeah. Oh, boy. You two, you three, my goodness, are just marvelous. You've just been such a grand help today.
Oh. Did you see that little old man that I just took care of?
Sure.
Do you know that he hasn't had a checkup in years? He told me that he's on a tiny little pension and he just gets by, and yet he wanted to pay his own one.
Oh, no, for heaven's sake. I just can't wait for the nurses to get this experience. I mean, why didn't someone think of this years ago?
Oh, I think because it took a special kind of a person anyway. Dr. Rick Weber.
Oh, well, you ain't going to get no argument from me.
Are in luck. He's having breakfast there this very
He's
second.
going to stay there?
Yes, he's going to tie her down.
Fantastic.
Could you all hold things down here for a while? We have something to check on. Very important.
Sure, no problem. I mean, I'll wait till Cunningham arrives. I'd have to meet Lee later.
And this is my free time.
And
Great.
Brian will be by later himself.
And we're covered.
Great. So
Thank
you
you.
watch the store, okay?
Don't worry about it. Good luck.
Yes,
Partner, we wouldn't